Okay, so we proceed to the rational inequalities. And example number 1, solve the inequality 2x over x plus 1 minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. Then the rule, dapat single expression and also equate by 0. Okay, so 2x over x plus 1 minus 1, we write into single form. So we multiply x plus 1 to negative 1, and that is the result of 2x minus 1 times x plus 1 over x plus 1 greater than 0, and distribute the negative 1 or remove the parenthesis symbol, then change the sign of x plus 1, and that is 2x minus x minus 1 over x plus 1 greater than or equal to 0, and that is in single form x minus 1 over x plus 1 greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so to compute or to solve the 0 of the expression, we use the numerator, the expression in the numerator. So x minus 1 equals 0, then x equals 0 plus 1, then x equals 1. Then to solve the undefined of the rational expression, we use the denominator. The denominator is x plus 1, then equate by 0. Then x equals 0 minus 1, and x is negative 1. Is undefined of rational. Negative 1 is the undefined of rational expression. Okay, let us plot our value of x. So x equals negative 1, that is the undefined. To make the undefined, the expression is negative 1, and positive 1 is the 0 of the expression. Okay, I write in a hollow. Okay, so in x negative 1, I plot the value in a hollow circle because negative 1 is not included in the solution. Then x equals 1, I plot in the number line in a solid circle because 1 is included in the solution. You have noticed that we have 3 parts in the number line. Part from negative 1 to negative infinity, and another part from negative 1 to positive 1, then another part from positive 1 to positive infinity. Okay, so let us try x negative 1. You can try also negative 3, negative 4, but for me, I will try negative 2 to test if in this part if there is a solution set in this part. Okay, the solution, substitute negative 2, it becomes negative 2 minus 1 over negative 2 plus 1 greater than or equal 0, and negative 3 over negative 1 greater than negative 0, and becomes 3 greater than 0, and it is true. So if it is true, meaning the solution is found in this part. So to write the solution in this part, x in the inequality form, and that is x less than negative 1. Okay, so next I will mark check because this portion, this part, we have a solution here. Okay, let us try, or I will try x equals 0 in this part from negative 1 to 1. Okay, I have the solution 0 minus 1 over 0 plus 1 greater than or less than equal to 0. So negative 1 over 1, and that is negative 1 greater than 0, and this is not true meaning in this part there is no solution. Okay, so let us try to the another part. So I will try x equals 2. You can try 3, 4, but for me I will try 2. So 2 minus 1 over 2 plus 1 greater than 0, and that is 1 over 3 greater than 0, and that is true. So meaning there are solution in this part. So to write the solution in this part, so x greater than equals 3. Okay, so meaning to write the so I will mark check. So meaning that is a mark that there is a solution here. Okay, so to write the solution in the set builder, x is element of the real number such that x less than -1 or x greater than or equal to 1. Okay, let us proceed to the example number 2. A box with a square base is to have a volume of 8 cubic meters. Let x be the length of the side of the square base and h be the height of the box. What are the possible measurements of a side of the square base if the height should be longer than that's a side of the square base? Okay, the first solution, we identify the formula of the volume. So the volume equals B times height. Capital letter B meaning that is the area of the base. Okay, so where B is volume, capital letter B is the area of the base, and H the height of the box. Okay, let X be the side of the box. Okay, so this is now the solution. The formula equals volume times the height. Then the B or the area is x squared, then times the height. X squared because square, the base is the square, then this is the area of the square is x squared, and times the height. Then since the volume is 8, substitute equals x squared times height, then solve the height. It is equal to 8 over x squared, then equals height. Then it is stated in the problem, then the height must greater than the x or the side of the base, that is x. So h greater than x. Then substitute the h, the height, that is x over x squared, and greater than x. Then transpose x, and that is negative x, then greater than 0. Then transform into single form, single expression. So x squared multiplied to the x, that is x cubed over x squared. Then 8 minus x cubed is the difference of cubes. That is why we factor the difference of cubes, binomial of cubes. Okay, the factor 8, that is 2 cubes or 2 times 2 times 2, and x cubed, that is x times x squared or x times x times x. With the rule to factor the binomial, this is the solution. So, or the binomial of cubes. So first the binomial, the quantity of binomial 2 minus x, and the second quantity is the trinomial. So 2 minus x times x squared plus multiply the 2 and x, that is 2x, then plus 4 over x squared greater than 0. Then we solve the 0 or the expression. We use the binomial, that 2 minus x, then equate by 0. So our x is 2, meaning the 0 of the expression is 2. So we now solve also the undefined of the expression. We use the denominator. The denominator is x squared, then equate by 0. Then extract the square root both sides. So that is square root of x squared equals square root of 0. Then x equals 0. And 0 is the undefined of the expression. So we plot now the 0 and the undefined the polynomials, that is 0 and 2. So okay, we have now the number line. Okay, so since in this part is a negative numbers, then there is no negative side of the square, so this part is not included. Okay, so we try to test if 0 is included in the solution. So this is the solution. Substitute 0 in the expression 2 minus 0 times 0 squared plus 2 times 0 plus 4 over 0 squared, and the result is 2 times 4 over 0, and that is 8 over 0, and that is undefined. So meaning x equals 0 is not included in the solution. And we try the x equals 2 if it is included in the solution. So 2 minus 2 times 2 squared plus 2 times 2 plus 4 over 2 squared, and that is 0 times 4 plus 4 plus 4 over 4, and that is 0 over 4 greater than 0. Then 0 over 4 equals 0 and greater than 0, and this is not true. So meaning 2 is not included in the solution. Okay, so we have 3 parts. Okay, from the part of between 0 and 2, then I will try here 1. You can try also 1/2, and you can try also 1.5, but for me I will try 1, and this is the solution. 2 minus 1 times 1 squared plus 2 times 1 plus 4 over 1 squared, and that is 1 times 1 plus 4, 1 plus 2 plus 4, and that is 1 times 7 over 1, and that is 7, and that is greater than 0, and that is true. So meaning we have solution. So meaning we have a solution in the part of 0 and 2. Okay, so let us try this. I will mark check. Let us try to the another part, 2 to positive infinity. Then for me I will try 3, or you will try 4, 5, but for me is 3. So I will substitute to the expression 2 minus 3 times 3 squared plus 2 times 3 plus 4 over 3 squared greater than 0, and that is negative 1 times 9 plus 6 plus 4 over 9, and that is negative 1 times 19 over 9, and that is negative 19 over 9 greater than 0, and that is not true. So meaning there is no solution in this part. Okay, so meaning our possible measurements of the square base of the box is between 0 less than x less than 2.